Hey, this is gonna be your intro music. Yours is gross. Hello, and welcome to
5 minutes with... Okay, sure.
How about just minutes with 5 women?
Come on. You got a brand.
Hello, and welcome to
5
minutes with 5 women. I'm Nick Crawford.
And I'm Kalynn Reeves.
And welcome to the podcast about Texas State University's production of 5 Women Wearing the Same Dress by Alan Ball. I want to submit a new name, something like Minutes with 5 Women, because I think if you review our recent episodes, we're not quite hitting that 5-minute mark too well.
I'm against it.
Are you? Let's hear your counterpoint.
We have a brand. And it sounds so good. 5 minutes with 5 women. It just flows.
You know, here's a solution. Here's a compromise.
I don't like compromises.
What if we have an understanding between the audience that the minutes we spend with the 5 women will in fact be 5, a la the interviews. But everything outside the interviews is free game.
Right, because that's just minutes with Kalynn and Nick.
Yeah, Nick and Kalynn.
Yeah,
I think that sounds better.
Kalynn and Nick.
No, it's Nick and Kalynn. And today we have with us Kaleigh and Laney Newman, who play Mindy. Hi, Kaleigh.
Hi.
Hi, Laney.
Hi.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Kaleigh Koenig, and I play Mindy McClure.
Oh, I genuinely didn't know that last name.
I am a senior BFA acting major, and I'm out of here in 4 weeks.
Ditto. And Laney?
I am a freshman, so I'll be here for another 3 years. Well, I mean, like 3 years and a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It's good to get those specifics in.
Yeah, just wanted to clarify that. So,
good.
You know, I am here.
So, what's it like playing Mindy McClure?
Mindy's, it's like a lot of fun because she is such high energy, and it's pretty crazy, but it's also been extremely challenging because you have to reel in that energy and not make her into like kind of a cartoon version of a person. And so that's been the biggest challenge for me whenever I've been approaching it, is being able to play the scale of like, this is a time where I can push it all the way to 100% crazy, and then this is a time where this is like her heart and soul coming out, and this is actually who she is whenever no one's around.
What is the character like in the context of the play?
She kind of like stirs the pot a little bit. She comes in and she takes it upon herself to kind of push all the other women's boundaries in the room, because I think she can sense just like a discomfort and almost like a sadness in everybody, and so she's just trying to push people to get out of their comfort zones, to be able to recognize their either like ignorance or sadness or things like that, and let those things come out, because she's a behavioral psychologist,
right?
And so that's her strong suit. She wants to get down to like who a person is, like in their soul, rather than just like the surface level.
So Laney, what would Mindy seem like surface level?
Well, because of the way the other characters describe her and what time period this is in, even Georgianne said that she's a rub-it-in-your-face type of... I hate to already bring out the fact that she's lesbian, but like, because she is one of the only people that people know who is a part of that LGBTQ plus community, everyone views her as this like in-your-face type of girl. She is a little bit not about her sexuality, but I think in a way that she's trying to connect with all the women, because she doesn't know pretty much anybody except for obviously her brother and her family. But then she gets introduced to all these girls, and yeah, like Kaleigh said, she's a behavioral psychologist, and she really on the surface just comes off as a big, pushy type, really confident in herself type of woman. but she's really kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna chill in the background and observe everybody and see how everyone is. And then, oh, I notice, Meredith, you're like really weird about some stuff. And ooh, Georgianne, you're really interested in my liking of women, and let's figure out you guys. So yeah, she's on the surface, she comes off as a lot, but like really she kind of likes to observe and kind of likes to listen.
For sure.
That's what I think, at least.
So you mentioned that Mindy is a lesbian, which is a big deal because it's set in the 90s in the South. Is there anything else that sets Mindy apart from the other girls in the room? How does she relate to them?
I think what sets her apart in a big way, which has been really challenging, is that she is a lot older than the other women.
How old is she?
She's like 38, 39.
Is she really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, in this podcast, I have read this play. I seriously have.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot how old she was,
I am
too.
finding out things I never knew.
But it takes some math, because you have to think about it, because she's like, I was 19 years old when I threw up at Scott's Eagle Scout ceremony.
She had a lover of 9 years.
And then 20 years later, I say I haven't thrown up in almost 20, or like, I have a line there that says I haven't thrown up in almost 20 years.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Wow. Kaleigh
So-
doing math so you don't have to.
I had a dream before, it's probably going to get cut.
No, go
But I had a dream before this process started. It was like a stress dream. And Grayson and I were like in a math class, and Michael Rao was teaching us long division. And we could not remember how to do it.
Oh my god.
And then I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I remember how to do long division. I remember.
For our last little fun segment, is there something that you two can leave the audience with that they won't get until they see the show? Think of your answers. Ponder, collect, grow, water, and on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Playing soccer with human heads.
There you have it. 2 women, 1 answer. 1 role, 1 play, 1 interrupting Kalynn, saying cuss words. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Now it's time for listener questions. What do we got today, Nick?
Today we have a question from Jackie Knight. Jackie Knight asks, how is the time period a significant factor in the rehearsal process and production of this play? Very good, serious question, Jackie.
That's a great question, Jackie.
As our listeners may remember, this play is set in the 90s, 1993 to be exact.
Mm-hmm. The summer of 1993.
Which was quite a summer for me. I was but a thought in my parents' head.
No, but Jackie, that is a great question.
That's a great question.
Um,
So join us next time.
It's a great question, Jackie, because if this play was not set in 1993, it would change a lot of things, because there's a lot of subject matter that pertains to, I guess, the societal norms in the South and Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. This play has kind of been referred to as a love letter to the 90s by some of our cast and crew. And I think that's a really healthy way to view it, instead of being like, this is so outdated. We don't act like this anymore, because, that may be true. Some norms may have changed for the worse or for the better, but I think it is a very nice, interesting time capsule for 1993.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to say that some of the things, unfortunately, are still relevant.
Mm-hmm. Like shoes.
Sure. But you're going to have to come watch to find out what these things are. And you're going to love it, because we've got the 90s music. Mm-hmm. We've got the 90s clothes. Mm-hmm. You name it, we got it.
Hook 'em. If you have questions yourself, don't forget to send them in to 5minutes5women@gmail.com. That's the number 5.
The number 5.
Or leave them as comments on the Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook page. Or if you catch us in the theater lobby, or maybe at Urban Bricks, who we're sure is going to sponsor us.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today, assuming it's been around 5 minutes. If so, a woohoo!
A woohoo!
If not, shoot!
10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Join us next episode, where we'll be talking with Tony Hinderman and Nick
Crawford?
What?
Wait, is that the...
Well, we'll be speaking with the actors who played Trip, which might be me.
But until next time, I'm Kalynn Reeves.
I'm Nick Crawford, and remember,
Cha-cha cheese whiz.